kind of makes your whole body like pucker. I'm sorry. This should be able to help you over time. And if that's never happened to you, great job. This should still be able to help you have a nice sturdy foundation. So we're starting with our feet. You are going to grab your big toe knuckle and your pinky toe knuckle for push-pull wiggles, which is a name I've applied to many things, but turns out you gotta wiggle a lot. So you're going to grab big toe, grab pinky toe, and just try and push and pull. So you're just trying to get your foot moving more, right? You can add in a toe massage, bonus moves if you want to grab your center of your long arch in your big toe and try and get those gliding, because that helps your first metatarsal glide better. But play with your foot for 1 minute on each foot, specifically working on getting your big toe knuckle and your pinky toe knuckle to kind of shimmy back and forth and get more movement in there. That is the foundation that we put our whole bodies on top of, right? So feet are super important. You wouldn't build a house with a really sad, mangled foundation. You'd want to make it nice and solid so that way everything you build on top of it lasts for a long time. Kind of the same. So work on your feet. From there, you'll pull out your trusty foam roller, and you're going to start with it at your ankles. We're going to do foam roller calf rocks. You're moving from your hip. So this is what's powering it, not your foot. And chest stays up nice and tall. You're going to wiggle in and out, wiggle in and out. I'm going way faster than I prefer you go, so go nice and slow. And then you'll scan your way up. So then you'll wiggle in and out a little bit higher up on your leg. And the goal is to cover kind of like the whole lower part of your leg with a nice little foam roller wiggle. And if you notice that you have like a rope that kind of like clumps, try to go a little bit slower over that and breathe in when you're at the point where it starts to hurt. So right here on my left side, I have a clump happening. And didn't happen because I took my time and I inhaled. So it's not always going to work perfect, but just try your best to see if you can get out of that clumping stage and actually calm it down, because if you just keep rolling over it, it's not going to help anything. So now that we've worked on your feet and your calves, we're going to work our way up to the knee. So you're going to grab a rolled up towel and lay on your back. So you're going to take your rolled up towel, place it behind your knee. So your calf muscles and your hamstring muscles all kind of attach back here. And when one of those or both of those is tight, it can actually cause some dysfunction in the back of your knee, which kind of can cause a locking symptom, or it can cause that giving out feeling. So this is to help kind of calm everything down back here. So you're going to place it behind your knee, let your leg relax down, and then if you can, grab your shin and hug your leg towards the floor. And if that doesn't work, you can also open up this leg out to the side a little bit. If you feel too cramped with it being right in line with you, you can get a towel, you can grab other places, but ideally you want to hold below where the towel is. So I want to hold down here. And then with this one, you're just going to breathe 10 times, as deeply as you can while you're holding it. Exhale out till you can't anymore. And you'll do both sides there. So again, we're trying to reset how your knee is working, right? So if there's some tight stuff, sometimes you have to like compress it to actually get it to chill out versus stretching it, even though that's what it feels like it needs. So we have worked on feet, calves, knees. Now we're gonna do side lying hip circles. So these ones are not easy. So just take your time with it. If you fall, that's fine. But keep working on it. So you're gonna extend your arm out to the side. This leg on the bottom, so my left leg down here, is gonna have triple flexion. So my ankle's flexed, my knee is flexed, and my hip is flexed, so they're all bent. And then try and make sure your abs are nice and engaged. From here, you're gonna move from your hip, so top leg is bent, and you're just opening up your hip as wide as you can, and then closing it down and around. So opening up, woo, as wide as you can, and then closing around. And then once you've done, let's say 5 max in that direction, then you're going to inhale to open the other way, and then back down. So this is like as hard as a side plank, maybe harder, because you're also moving your hip. And if you've got some wobbly knee stuff going on, I bet you have some interesting hip stuff going on too. So do those to the best of your ability. It doesn't have to look anything like I just did. Your circle may be way smaller. If I showed you both sides, my left circle is going to be different than my right circle. So just work with what you got right now. Start with where you're at, because that's literally, you have no other option. So do your best with those. You can totally be done now if you want, or we can have you do 3-way knee bend reaches. So I guess the name should probably be like bent knee 3-way reaches, but anyway, we're gonna have you stand up on one leg. So a lot of times when people stand on one leg, they kind of do this and their hip hikes over. Scoop that in, engage your belly button, and then you're going to bend your left leg. So my left leg is going to bend over my left toes as I reach my right heel forward, out to the side, and back. So from the side view, knee bends forward as the other leg travels. So this is going to help with deceleration. So when you're having to slow down, whether you're going downhill, whatever, whether you're running, all that's good. Like I said from earlier, going downhill, so hiking and stuff like that is going to be helpful. Also, bending your knees over your toes is a function that you need to be capable of doing, if it's possible, so you got to try. If it causes pain, so pain versus discomfort. Discomfort's like, ooh, these muscles are kind of burning. Pain is, ooh, that's a sharp stab, or I feel like my knee's on fire. Those are things to stop for. Stabbing, like shooting pain, that's pain. Discomfort, you gotta work on it and work through it, and then you start to become more and more strong. So, good luck with these. On those ones, let's say 5 each side. So, whatever you wanna do, to be honest. This whole program, honestly, feel it out. I don't really wanna have to give numbers because based on what's going on in your body, they may not be right. But good luck with these, feel them out, and let me know if you have any questions.